Hello, everyone. This is Christy, your friendly yarn barf. One of the issues us fiber artists have is when we realize how much we love yarn and making things and finding good sales, we end up with more yarn than we have space to put it. Now, I had bought these Tom Care storage units from Amazon a few years ago. They were $50 or less. They snapped together. It took me 2 days to do it because of my back issues. And when I had that parasite living here for a few months, he destroyed it. He destroyed it. And then he walked out of here and never said a word. So everything was a mess. He never said a word to me. I came back here and I gasped. I said, "Oh my God, what did you do?" I said, "You don't even say anything?" Anyway, I had one of these over the door. And as this one came out all gollywonkus. So that one has to be taken apart and do over. This one I liked. This came all folded up in a neat package, and you unfold it and it all opens up and it's got little shelves you put in it. So this can hold a good amount of yarn. I'm real happy with this one. There was no putting together. Of course, it doesn't show off all your yarn as much as we like, because that's another thing, we like to show it off. But this was something I'd gotten probably from Temu or one of the inexpensive places. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was before Temu. And it was for holding shoes. As you can see, this is falling apart also. And oh wow, look at this beautiful yarn cake. So I forgot I had that one. I'm trying to match them up. I get to find one place and find one in another place. I like to match them up because if we have two, you have enough to make something. So I'm going to pause this for a second and get into my studio, which, by the way, the parasite, I was so proud to show him when he first got here. I said, "Oh, look at my studio." And the keys disappeared. And I said, "Where's the keys I just had?" He says, "Oh, don't worry, they'll show up." Yeah, when I had all his furniture moved out, the keys showed up under the cushion of his couch. So right off the bat, he had evil intent, which makes me sick. This is someone that used to be a good friend, or I thought was a good friend. So just unbelievable that he started out with evil intent. When I tried to help this man in the dead of winter, when he had no water, no food, no heat, nothing. He was going to be evicted out of the house because it got foreclosed on. And he turned out to be so evil. And this man I used to trust to come into my house when I was trucking. And yeah, my studio's a mess. They've been in this house. They robbed me a few times again. I don't know how detective or the cops asked me how they get in. I'm like, how would I know? I locked myself out once and I couldn't get in. So here's a shoe holder that I did put together correctly. And I have lots of yarn there. Here's another Tom Care storage unit that did fall apart on me. So I haven't gotten back together to put it back together again because if I'm in a lot of pain, trying to bend, hurts my back, I have my legs cracking, knees hurt. I'm just telling you, I sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies. Snap, crackle, pop. And here's another, this one I got together correctly. And I actually was in bed when I put it together. They tell you lay it out on the floor. Well, getting down on my knees and getting back up again is a little bit challenging, to say the least. Now, let's show you a little surprise behind this Temu dress. Get over here. Computer. A lot of stuff. Not enough house. But I bought this, I think, from Temu, and let's move this out of the way. Here we go. This was for shoes, and then I found out, hey, this works great for yarn. And I can see my yarn. I can see my cakes. And what else is cool, you can flip it like this and put it in the closet. So if your curtain rod is sturdy enough, you can have more than one of these. And they don't take up space. That's not even 6 inches. What's that, 4 inches? So then you can spin it back around. You got your zipper here. Pull out the yarn you want. Yeah, I love cake. I love cake. Cake with no calories. But I also have yarn under the desk and under that desk. So yeah, there's a lot of yarn. So yeah, storage solutions. What are your ideas for storage solutions? I do like the over-the-door shoe holders. Yeah, but these are, a little tricky to put together. It's going to take time to put it together. The Tom Care storage unit, if I can get it back together, I'm going to start using hot glue to secure those things because they're like a house of cards. Don't sneeze. The whole thing collapses. But when they work great. It's just getting harder for me to put them together. And yes, there's boxes of yarn here. And I have a hard time parting with my yarn, I do admit it. And I have a whole box of yarn down here. And these people that keep breaking in, they've stolen some of it. They just pick through everything. Whatever they want, they pick through. Makes me sick. It's such a violation. It's like being continually, raped or something. I mean, it's such a violation. But anyway, on a more positive note, I've got my sign up. It says human. That was from Mama G Gear. I found more fans because they'd stolen one of my fans. So I went to Temu. I said, screw you people, you bad people. I'll buy more fans. I'll show you. I love those fans. Mama G and Rusty have them, and they say, slay. But those are gorgeous fans. So if you were sitting in church on a hot day and you're fanning yourself, you'll have a bunch of people behind you trying to catch the breeze. And here I have all my bead making material, stitch marker making material. It looks like some trays are missing, but you know what? I have an awful lot, so I can make stitch markers every day till the day I die. My dollies. There's a dolly's never been opened. And in fact, Dory bought one, or I had auctioned it off. And I did it. Go over to Dory, did it, and check her out. She's a wonderful human being. She's a good friend. And she knits and crochets. She's very talented. And she's a very good-hearted, special person. She's someone I'm proud to call friend. And that's just one of them. There's many good people. In fact, one of my friends is calling now. Okay, everybody, you have a blessed day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.